Hello everyone, this is Praveen. Today I'm going to demonstrate at configuration annotation and at component scan annotation of Spring Framework. For that, you need to have a basic understanding of at component annotation. So if not, you can refer my previous sessions to understand the functionality of at component annotation. So I'm referring the code which I have demonstrated in my previous code. If you see here, here is the car class which is annotated with add component, and in that it just has a display car info method. So this is to just to check the car object is created, and I am able to call the display car info method. So the other one is okay. Let me remove this one and make it simple. Okay, and the other one is test class. So I'm loading this XML file. So in that XML file, nothing is there. In my previous session, I removed bean details from the XML file, and that bean details, bean information, I'm maintaining it the Java side. So, and here, so that bean details I removed from XML and maintaining it the Java side with the help of add component annotation. And here I'm loading this XML file, and I'm getting the object from the context, application context, and calling the display car info method, which is present in the uh, car class. So just I'm running this one. So this is just a high level. So it's working fine, right? So now I want to remove this one as well at component scan, and I want to maintain this one at Java side instead of in the XML file. So if I remove this one, nothing is present in my XML file, just the accessories. So in this case, I can remove this completely XML file, and I should be maintaining all the configurations at the Java side instead of XML file. Okay, let me, before removing it, so before removing this, before deleting this file, let me copy this in one of the file for the reference. Okay, I'm copying this one and pasting it over here. Okay, same thing. Okay, and let me delete this file. I have deleted this file. Okay, there is no file here. If I run this one, if I run this one, since there is no XML file, I will get an error. Okay, let me run this one. I know there will be an error. Oh, it says the XML file is not found. File not found exception. This XML file is not found. So I want to maintain this configuration at my Java side. So for maintaining this one, I will create a file, some name, any name. You can give any name. So just I'm giving a name. So you can give any name. So I'm giving say appconf. So since it is configuration, I have given appconf, but you can give any name. So given at conf, and I'm adding the annotation at configuration. Okay, that's all. At configuration, I have. So for this one, instead of this XML file, I'm maintaining a configuration file and I added at configuration. Let me run this program now. So for this one, I need to remove this for this class path XML. There is no class path XML. So now it will be config, annotation config application context. So here if you see, so if you see earlier, let me comment this, is equal to new annotation config application context. Okay, earlier we have given the beans hyphen XML file, which is this one. So since there is no XML file, so instead of XML file, I'm maintaining this Java file. So I need to copy it and paste it over here. Dot class. Okay, the same thing. If you are using the class XML, then we need to use class path XML application context. Since we are maintaining the configurations of Java side, I am using this annotation config application context, and instead of this XML file, I am using Java file. So I'm giving this file name of the Java file name. So let me run the program now. Let's see what is happening. Now also we get the error. So let's see what is error. It's saying uh, no bean named car available. So car class is not available. Let me comment this one and check whether the application context itself is created or not. It's created. It's created, no errors. So in that case, in that application context, I don't have the car object. So let's see why it's not there. Okay, so the thing is why it's not there is we have a component scan here in the configuration in the XML file, but here we don't have any component scan. So if it is a component, add component there, if you want to get it, we need to have a component scan which is present in the XML side. That one we need to maintain at our uh, Java side as well. So I am adding it component scan. Okay, let me run this one now. I have not done any code changes. Just I have added at component scan. Now let me uncomment this code. Okay, so I'm running it again. So let me remove this one and let me run this one, and again I will run the same thing again. Okay, I know already I'm repeating this one. So no bean name car available. So in the application context, the car object is not available. So just adding this component scan at Java level. So for that one, I am added at component scan now, and let me run it. So there is no change in the code, just added the component scan. So let me run this code again. You can see the car class display method is called. So car object is present in the application context. So let me move this one in another method. So that's what. So if we do not add a at component scan, even though the application context is created, that core object will not be created and placed in the application context. If you want, I can run the same thing again. I'm commenting this at component scan. Okay, let me run this code again. Okay, there is no at car object. If you see here, there is no car object present in the application context. So why this app config is displayed, I will explain in the upcoming session. So now I will uncomment this at component scan, and let me run this one. Now you can see the car class. So when you add the at component scan, then it will create the car object and place it in the application context. So for this one, by default, for this component scan, the base package is the current folder. I mean the current package where this app config file is present. So the current package is this one, right? For this one, by default, it will be the same one, even if you mention it or not. Base package equal to, okay. So the same thing. If you mention it or not, it doesn't matter. If it is the by default, it will be the same one. the where the configuration file is there, it will consider that package as the base package. So let me run it again. You can see the car updates. So what if I move this app config to some other folder? Say I will create a new package, not a folder, uh, a new package. Say some samp is the package. If I move this one, okay, for this refactor, I'm removing this one, right? If I'm removing this one, for this bar, what is the base package for this component scan? By default, this is the base package. If you do not mention this base package, by default it will be this. This is the base package, right? Base package means it is somewhere from here. The package is starting from here. So the component scan here, if you see here, we have mentioned the base package, right? This one com.ah.da something. So here, if you do not mention for this one, it will try to by default the uh, base package is the app config where it is there. This package is considered as the base package. If this package is considered as a base package, so then it will search for the components classes in the current in this package. So here is, are there any other Java files? No, right? So it will not load this car object. Let me run the program again. You see it here. It will not load the car object. So for that one, if it is something different, then I need to mention the base package here. Base package equal to till here, right? From here. So till here. If you mention this one, so make sure if you are moving any, app configuration to give the path uh, till the root path. So for this is the path I am giving com.h.da. So now let me run it. So if I'm taking the parent path. So in this one, uh, so if it is because in the same package, this car package is present. Sorry, the car class is present in the same package com.ah.da. And even if you move this car class into this one also, it will work. So wherever is there, you need to check that whether it's in the, even though it is in the some package of this base package, wherever it is there, then it will recognize the component classes which have a component annotation, and it will create an object and place it in a application context. Now let me run the program now. Now I am able to see the car class. So that's how at component scan works. Thanks for watching the demo. Have a nice day.